Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Winback and on today's episode of Pokemon Unite, we're playing Garchomp. Now I apologize for these loading screens. I'm trying to give myself a little bit more lead time to talk about the game, talk about everything that's going on. They don't take too long, but they are still, loading screens. So, ultimately I have Garchomp here. He is a late game monstrosity. And he is going to require a lot of scaling, but does really just crush team fights and kill people as long as he's reached maximum evolution and he's got the right items. So we're working with, right now, Gibble. We've got our first evolution. We've got to hit level 4 to get all of our abilities, and our first evolution, and level 9 is going to be our third evolution with our ultimate. I'm trying to just farm the jungle here. I believe Absol is also taking my shit in the jungle, which is really unfortunate. But this does let us talk about these camps. So, Bouffalant here is going to give us the red buff. You better not. You better get the fuck out of here, you little shit. This is stupid. This one's just a normal match. The last one that we played was a ranked match, so people actually kind of had an idea of what's going on. But in normal matches, people have even less of an idea. So we had to time it a little bit there, managed to take the camp away from the Absol, who is trying to take the camp away from us, who then just goes to steal even more camps. So right now I'm not level 4 because my Absol decided to take all of my XP, and finally we make it. We make it just from the passive XP gain. But Gibble, he's got two base abilities, which are Bulldoze and Sand Attack. Bulldoze is a big AoE stomp that he's going to do, and then Sand Attack is going to reduce the vision radius of people that it hits while giving you attack speed. Can we get out of here? Stop hitting me, creep. Oh my god. Alright, we're fine. Everything's fine. We're teeny, we're tiny, we're adorable. Our mouth is always hanging open, but we're going to pick up some berries, which are kind of like healing fountains, if you're at all familiar with HOTS. But berries give you huge boosts of healing, while the scoring zones give you very gradual amounts of healing and shielding. But let's get back to our jungle. We'll start farming up these buffs again, starting with the Bouffalant, and then we'll move down to the Ludicolo. Ultimately, I want to get at least Dig as early as possible, because once we get Dig, we can start ganking a bit better with Gibble. Or no, it would be Gabite at that point. Once we get our second set of abilities started, that's when we get into our evolution. And I'm sorry, I thought it was level 4 that we would evolve, but I guess that's only for Pokemon with 2-stage evolutions. So since Gibble has 3, it looks like we're going to take, maybe it's 6 that we unlock it. 6. Yeah, because there's Gabite at 6. Now we've got Dig unlocked. We can go in, we've got some CC, so we can kind of run it down on the enemy team here, trying to score some goals. They are fairly similar to us in levels, but their Charmander is farming while the rest of their team is getting hunted down. Looks like Slowbro's got some CC going on in the back, but he should be dead fairly soon. Give him the old dig, walk away. We got some healing from our support, thank God. But now we're off. Just gonna hit a little bit of passive healing through the scoring zone, get the kill on the Charmeleon with the dig, and then try to dunk in these 30 points. We still have to get rid of the Eldegoss. I need my team to help me to do that, but it looks like that's not going to happen. We've got Absol on the bottom side of the map again for some reason. Getting some berries, 1,500 health, that's super important. I need to get my camps going again. I need these buffs, I need the XP. I've got to scale with Garchomp. So, as far as abilities go, our next set of abilities, Dig, you can tell, is going to launch us forward. We're going to be completely invincible while digging, and then once we hit our first enemy, or we go the full distance, we're going to pop out of the ground, doing some damage in a big AoE. The second ability that we're taking is Dragon Claw. I'm not sure about the specifics of the ability. I haven't looked at the details just yet, but it does dash forward, swiping 2 times, and it does a lot of damage. It is very strong. Can we get the round the backside turn in? Machamp just barely interrupting me at the last second there, but he is going to die for it. And Rotom killed the turn in anyway. So Ninetales also dead. We've got 3 people versus 1 for 2 engages there, dumping a whole bunch of points right into that big sexy bubble. Yeah, but our abilities are locked in now, so once we eventually evolve into Garchomp, which should be at level 10, because we're level 9 right now and we still haven't evolved. I wonder if the evolutions are different for every Pokemon, or if it's just different for 2 bangers and 3 bangers. I think he thinks that he could win that, but as it turns out, I'm much stronger. And Garchomp does have a couple cool passives that are going to make him very, very difficult to kill, or Gabite in this instance. Garchomp, we'll call it now. His passive allows him to do damage back to people doing damage to him. So anybody hitting any of the 3 iterations of Garchomp. Oop, there's the ultimate going down. We're going to pop Eldegoss. Going to hit Slowbro out of his ult as well. Or was that that was the telekinesis. And now we're just going to try to save our Eldegoss from the Machoke, who is just too little to do any damage whatsoever. But as soon as we evolved at level 10, we got our ultimate unlocked, so that's when we start ripping it, doing damage, and we're going to take the Dreadnought here, do some damage, get some shields, get some XP. And we've got 40 points. We have reached our maximum for level 10. 40 is all that we can carry. And we need to start putting these in the big bubble dome. Push the enemy team in just a wee bit more. Now, the ultimate for Garchomp is, I think it's it's either a 4 or 5 stage ability. It does insane damage, though. You just have to aim it very, very well. The first 2 instances of the move are going to dash you forward, doing a lot of damage. So that movement makes it a little bit more difficult to aim. Makes it a little bit more difficult to aim. The next ones are going to be a big cone and a big circle, and then I believe another big circle. But those all happen in front of Garchomp, so you have to be aiming the stick at the people that you want to hit. You're going to take a Rotom, a Dreadnought, and a bunch of points. Are you kidding? We're way in the lead. What was I saying? Right, but the ultimate, once you get the hang of how it works, you will absolutely delete people. If they are not a tank, the ultimate will kill them if you manage to hit with, I think, anywhere from 3 to 5 swipes of the ability. It's crazy. And that last hit from the ultimate does the most damage, but it also kind of stuns Garchomp in place for a little bit, which is not a bad thing, because if you hit the people that you're aiming at, should be dead, and you shouldn't have to worry about any sort of retaliation. Big dig in, hit 2 people, knocking them both up, and I'm going to try to kill the Slowbro. I missed him completely. That's unfortunate. It's only the big circle and the big cone. We know for sure now. Going to get telekinesis TK'd in the air, and now we have to run away. So the items that I use for Garchomp currently, I don't have a whole lot of held items unlocked just yet, so we're working with leftovers, move stone, float stone, is that what it's called? Leftovers is going to help get us health back in the jungle. Float stone is going to help us move around in the jungle in between the lanes much more often to gank better. And then we're also using muscle band, which is going to help us do more auto attack damage to the characters that we're hitting with our autos. So Garchomp also has a passive that I believe the more he attacks, the faster he's going to attack. It looks like there's a bit of an indicator on him. I'm trying to get out. We're going to dig out. My fins are glowing, if you could tell. Now they're not glowing anymore, but okay. I'm just going to get murdered by Neutral B Pokemon, whose name I don't know, while my team is doing the Zapdos completely uncontested. Oh, the Super Jump. I guess we haven't gotten to this point, or if we have, I haven't noticed. But Super Jump unlocks at a specific time in the game. I don't know when that is just yet, but it lets you launch yourself closer to the action or closer to a lane that needs to be defended. You can go inner or outer scoring zones. It's really helpful. Gets you where you need to go fast. 64 points because Eldegoss just cannot keep up with my speedy dragon shark ass. I've got two people here. Unstoppable completely. Got her. Looks like there's a hitbox behind Garchomp because I did hit Eldegoss after missing the ability completely. Got the Dragon Claw in, but we're going to take a whole bunch of surf damage to the face. So yeah, right now we've got Muscle Band, we've got Float Stone, and we've got Leftovers. All of that really helpful for auto attackers who are in the jungle. And then, since we have scaled effectively, it's going to be really hard to... Oh well, looks like Machamp is going to be able to do it just right at the end there. Unfortunate. What a way to end the game. 538 to 193. You're going to notice this in these games if you have any experience with MOBAs playing Pokemon Unite. Typically, you're going to stomp a lot of games until people start figuring this stuff out. So, I don't want to get caught at the end of the game again, but I am the MVP. You're welcome. This was just a regular battle instead of a ranked battle, though, so... either way, we'll start talking about these characters more in depth with the items and all that stuff, but thanks so much for hanging out. I will see you tomorrow with some Machamp.